What's going on, ladies and gents? Happy Thursday, BTL episode 144 piece. Joined by my guy Javon as always. How we feeling?
Feeling great. Feeling great. Great night yesterday. Shout out to Frogs.
Shout out the Frog. Shout out you. Shout out you. I thought I could take you on head to head. Couldn't. Lost. Cashed out. You win. Good bet. Good bet. Yeah, Fran man, you already know, brother. You already know. Did Trae Young go under? People are already bitching about it in chat. Did he go under yesterday?
Definitely not go under.
Okay, he balled yesterday?
Yeah, he did.
All
I think
right,
he had 30 plus.
good for him.
Yeah.
I will say Prize Picks doesn't try to lose the tacos on purpose. Literally met a guy who does the tacos. We were down there in Texas for the TCU Kansas State game, and he literally got fired from being in charge of the tacos because they lost so often. So they're not trying to fucking scam us with the tacos, but they do lose sometimes, which is beat, and I'm still going to bitch at them when it does.
Yeah,
but that's good. If you guys used that promo yesterday, good shit. Damn, you got all faded up, didn't you?
Oh, a little bit.
Sure. Okay, looking sharp for the holidays. Love
it.
You got to. Yeah, I need to go in and see my guy. I haven't gotten a haircut in a minute, but he's probably busy as shit. Yeah, Easy M, shout out the Red Wings. Never in doubt. I was bitching about it a minute in. Javon said, relax. It's a 60-minute game. I said, nope, we're kicked. Next thing you know, Red Wings win by like 3. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Guys, they'll give you your promo. Free flyer, unless you're on the team, I don't believe shit. The hoodie's nuts. Did you already get it, Dogod? Oh, you're saying Javon's hoodie's nuts. Sure. 100% what he's talking about.
Good. 100%. Carter Boys.
We've got a big...
That's where the game's going to be played tonight.
What's up?
It's where the bowl game's going to be played tonight. The Carter.
Down in Texas?
Yep. It's going to be about 15 degrees there.
Damn. Yeah, the weather's going to be bad. Is it outdoor? Where are they playing at?
Yeah, they're playing at TCU Stadium.
Okay, work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather's going to be bad. We're going to talk about that bowl game. Honestly, that might be my favorite play of the day. I don't love the CBB card today. There's some games we'll talk about, but we've got Thursday Night Football. I think every person I've ever met, sharp, square, dumb, smart, this, that, every single person I've ever met is on the Jets today, including me right now. I don't know what to do. I'm already on them. I'm feeling like I want to cash out already. But I do think the Jets win the game. But that's also a weather game too. Yeah. Dogod, I have zero idea, brother, when the hoodies are coming in. They're coming though. They're coming. I know they're working on making them this week and shipping them out. So stay posted, hopefully ASAP. Okay. Yeah. Rivera said Chase Young will play. Is that true?
Is it?
Is that true?
Is that true? Could be big for the squad.
Yeah. I don't know if it is, though.
Yeah. I'm saying. Season debut coming.
Yeah, he's going to play. Holy smokes.
It's big because I'm very on the fence of rolling with the Commanders plus the points come Sunday.
Wow.
Very close.
Wow. Yeah, I'll give my thoughts on that real quick. So, it's well, first of all, if you didn't see the video of Jeremy Reeves making the Pro Bowl that I tweeted out, that was incredible, and a legitimate tear came out of my eyeball when I watched it. And then, of course, Tressway was in it, being an absolute beast too. He literally started crying when he found out that Jeremy Reeves just made the Pro Bowl as a special teamer, because he's just an incredible dude. We got some sub bangs from our guy Bert. Sure we can. Let's fucking go. No way in my life am I fading San Fran with the commies. If you do, just donate to me. All right, commies +7. Sure we can.
Can officially count me in for that one now.
Okay. Yeah, crazy story for Reeves. I mean, the guy got cut and picked up and was cut in the last round of cuts before the season. I think his last 3 years, which I can't even imagine how difficult that is mentally. He lost his mom last year, which was tough. He wasn't drafted. He almost broke his back in high school and thought his career was over at one point. Honestly, a ridiculous story. about a dude who you will never hear about, a dude who is just an absolute hawk on special teams, and I'm extremely happy that he's on my team. I don't know if you watched that video or not, but at the end of it, I mean, he was obviously very, very emotional and happy. And Ron was like, "You earned it, man. You've been balling." And I've noticed it too. The dude's been flying around on special teams. Our special teams is usually mid. And he's been a fucking beast, and he deserves it. He deserves it. And he was like, "Yeah, coach, I told you I'll run through a wall with you, or for you. I'll run through a wall for you." And I was like, "Damn, that's just fucking awesome." So in a time where there's not much positives going on with that organization, as you guys know from just watching me, that was awesome. That was a rare Commies W.
Very rare.
Love that. Did Utah win? No, they did not. No, they did not. What a game.
Yeah.
What a game.
Yeah.
Got out to a hot start, held on for dear life, right? And that overhit somehow.
Yeah, got there.
Although I wasn't watching the game, I'll be honest with you. The over got there. Great call. You had a great read on that game. Good shit. Good shit.
Shots from us.
If anyone's got Towson right now, pray. They're down 9 already. Bryant defense looks good. Yeah, they're down 9. Bryant defense looks good right now. They look like the defense that was as advertised in the beginning of the season. They're strapping up right now. And then, how about Iowa losing the biggest upset ever?
Yeah.
College basketball.
I mean, I surely didn't predict that one, but I would say.
No, I'm pretty sure we even mentioned on here talking about how Iowa's going to roll.
Yeah, we talked about that. And the one that I ended up taking was that over, which I was like, that's probably, I'm more proud of that read than the TCU game. I was like, they've scored 40, 50 against any tough competition. Then they come out here and drop 94, which, good God, didn't see that coming. But
sure,
they got that.
Thoughts on Queens against Fairleigh Dickinson? Fairleigh Dickinson sucks, but they do have a very big man, and that scares me against Queens a little bit. So I will be rooting for Queens on the sidelines, I think, tonight. But I'm sure as hell not fading them. Sure as hell not fading Queens. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Jags are still pretty public. Yeah, Bert. They are from all the sites I'm seeing, but people-wise, Twitter-wise, haven't seen a Jags ticket yet physically. So we'll get to that game.
TCU Utah yesterday.
Dude.
Feels the same.
Well, Utah was public on the sites too, though. Utah was a little
at the end. At the end, they got there.
A little public.
Yeah, got there at the end.
A little public.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk about Thursday Night Football. Obviously, talk some props. I think you might have a couple plays on the ice you want to talk about. We got some shitty CBB games I want to talk, and then obviously the squad rides. Don't let the squad ride get hot. Do you like when I gas it up and talk about how it's doing and how it hasn't lost in a while, or does that make your heart stop when I do that?
I mean, I don't really care.
Okay.
Don't believe in little jinx. If it's hidden, it's hidden. It's been hidden. So
it's been hidden.
Keep doing it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. Oh, would you look at that? Definitely a factor, and we're going to talk that out too, because obviously I went through Prize Picks to see if there are any props I like for this game that we can talk about on here and build some shit. And then I realized that I just liked every passing under, every receiving under, and every rushing over. And then I was like, wait, Brendan, you're smarter than this, or wait, Krabs, you're smarter than this. This game is going to be in a fucking monsoon, and it's going to be freezing. So I got to decide if I'm but going with what makes sense or not here, or I don't know. There's a lot to dissect there, and we're going to get into it. All right.
That was weird. I don't know if you saw like kind of the individual bumps. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in like that little 8-yard span. So 5, you got bumped down 5 times.
He got bumped down 5 times, all like by like a couple yards or like a yard.
Yeah. Strange.
Interesting. What does that tell you? Does that make you think anything?
I mean, that's a lot of bumps down, and I know
that doesn't sound like it was a correction to a bad line. That sounds like just progressively moving it down as the day's gone on.
Yeah, and it's weird because, like, I mean, I expect people to get bumped down for this game because of the weather, and other people have, but I don't see anybody else that's gotten bumped down more than once. So,
Okay.
I don't know.
Chat's talking about no one's talking about Zonovan Knight. Is that true? I thought he'd be kind of trendy today.
No, I mean, I haven't seen or heard anything about him, and I'm not against going to him after. I guess a lot of people thought it was his breakout game last week. And
he kind of dropped the ball.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Okay. I also want to take Evan Ingram under receiving yards because we're acting like he's Gronk. But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay. The Nats blow. Thank you, LMG. I appreciate it, man. Hope you have a great day. Iced coffee in the winter. Yep. No cream or sugar either, brother.
Of course.
Just espresso, peppermint, and cold brew. That's all you need. And the biggest coffee ever.
Yeah, that might be a little sick, but
my girl calls it the heart attack in a cup. That's what she calls it. And yeah, it probably is. Yeah, how about Chase Young coming back? You know, grouchy person would probably talk about how concerned they were that, you know, the best D-line in football didn't record a single sack against Daniel Jones and a pretty mid O-line last week. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to be happy and just, you know, thankful that we're not, you know, the worst team in the league, because that's probably what I should be doing with how bad of an organization we are run. All right. I also like a cheeky kicker prop that we'll talk about in a little bit, which could be a little shaky in a weather game, but we'll get to that. Okay.
Yeah.
But the big three yesterday, guys, I know I cashed out Utah and some of you guys are upset. If you don't want me to cash out bets, you know, that's something I guess I can do for you guys. I mean, I want to make everyone happy. But I mean, I had a rack on it and I knew it was a loser. So I'm not going to just eat that rack, which I feel like is fair. So I cashed out. At least I told you guys, people cash out bets all the time and probably don't even tell you. At least I was being transparent, I hope, but maybe I could have gone about that better. So if I can, that's on me. Just trying to find a good middle ground for that because I don't really know what to do about that. Cashing out's part of the game. So that's on me. I'm sorry if I upset you guys. Got to cash out sometimes. But at least I'll let you guys know, right? And then we pivoted to Boston College, who, nice. They beat my Hokies outright. That was great. That was a little bit too good of a bet.
Yeah.
A little bit too good of a bet. Towson, sure. Yeah, this Bryant defense is clamps right now.
They're still getting pumped.
Yeah, it's like a 15-point game now. They're getting, I mean, it's like two different classes of teams right now playing with this Bryant defense, how strapped in they are.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you guys jumped on Boston College there late. That was the freest bet ever. They still own VT. Extremely disappointed with the Hokies last night, but we'll be back. We'll be back. I'll leave it at that because this is not a VT show. Air Force today, Kitch. Yeah. Love that pick. Love that pick. We'll get to that. I'm also in the Book It Fantasy Football Championship, which we have not talked about really at all. I'm still blown that you're not in it, but that's okay. Next year you will be. But I'm in the championship against Yale. So I need help. I don't know if you guys want me to pull up the lineup and you guys can help me kind of decide what I'm going to do, but I could use your guys' help. Maybe we'll do that in a little bit. But shout out San Francisco last night for doing their job, and shout out Arizona State for being sick and one of their best players not playing last night right before tip. We knew there was something up with that line. Turns out there was. And San Fran absolutely rolled. And then Washington was a terrible bet. That's on me. And then Boston College came through. So the big three went 2-1. And then the rest of the bets, I mean, if you had Chattanooga or Campbell or Northern Kentucky yesterday with me, I'm sorry. That was just don't look at how those lost. That was just brutal. Squad rides back to 67%, 28-14. 28-14.
It's big time. That's big time.
28-14. I'm no mathematician, Javon, but is that 2 times as many wins as losses?
Just might be.
Carry the 2, drop the 6. Yeah, no, that is. And that's impressive, and that's on you guys. Good fucking picks. Let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. All right. You want to talk about the Armed Forces Bowl?
Yeah, we can talk about the Armed Forces Bowl.
Okay.
We can talk about it.
We get some real teams here, kind of. 7-1 on bets during bowl season, although I think that includes Incarnate Word. So I guess I can't really count that, but I'm not going to do the math right now. We're hitting bets on bowls, and we have a real bowl game tonight, kind of. Also a weather game down by you in Texas, right? You said they're playing at TCU. Yep. Very cool. Are you going to go step, or you're home?
No, yeah, I'm in Tampa.
Yeah, you're home. I like Air Force here. It might make too much sense. I don't know. You can tell me. But with shit weather, that's not going to help Blake Shapen, who I think is beat anyways. I mean, we know they run the ball the majority of the time anyways. I think the offenses will be fine here. Both these teams run the ball very, very well. So I don't really think, it's like a typical under game where you're not going to see a lot of points because of the weather. I think it'll honestly maybe even help, and both teams will just run the living shit out of the ball. So, Blake Shapen, if they try to pass too much, I think they're going to be fucked. And this Air Force defense, Javon, I don't know if you've seen what they've been doing over the last couple months. Oh, yeah. And I know it's not against, great competition, but they've been straps. They've been clamping, especially that D-line. That D-line is good, which I think will help with the running. Their secondary is mid, but like I said, Baylor's quarterback is nothing special in my opinion, and I really don't think that's their game plan to win this game in the wind. So I like the way the Air Force's defense has been playing. I just like taking military academies in bowl games because you don't have to worry about their effort level. That's also what worries me a little bit because that could be square and people are hip to that trend now. Military schools cover in bowl games. That's just facts. They do. They want to win this game. They're not in a bowl game every year, right? And then Baylor is probably just ready to start the season next year. You think they give a fuck about this game? They're not going to try to lose on purpose. But, I mean, come on. They've probably had, 10 people already transfer, including their backup QB to VT. Let's go. But, I mean, their season's caked, man. They lost 3 in a row to end it. They're dead. They have no reason to really come out and want to even win this game. Not saying they're not going to try to, but I want the effort level. I want the military academy. I want that triple option, and I want that defense that's firing on all cylinders with Air Force, spread moving from +5.5 to +3.5 with less bets and handle on Air Force. Give me the Falcons. They win this game.
Yeah, so this one, it's definitely scary to me because this is going to probably be an underdog that you hear quite a bit throughout the day. But it's Air Force or nothing for me. This game it's one where I look at it and, like you talked about their defense, any type of pressure you get on Blake Shapen, he's going to fold. And in that TCU game especially, it's because he had a clean pocket a lot of that game. That's why he was successful for a majority of it. And the second they got any type of pressure on him, that's when the comeback started. And that's what it's been pretty much throughout the whole year. So if they can get some pressure on him, especially with one of their best linemen being one of those people who is now in the transfer portal, that would be a pretty big deal. And their defense is not against great competition, but they've done well enough against the run, I think, to stop Richard Reese and whoever they throw at them. Baylor struggled a little bit, honestly, through the tackles or inside the tackles. So a guy like Brad Roberts, who probably going to hear a lot of his name today too, and I'm fine with that. I would be great with taking his rushing yards over. I think it was like 120 and a half, because that's where they're going to run the ball and that's where they're going to be successful. So Air Force are nothing for me here. I think I was a little on the fence because I think pre-weather this total was a little higher than I expected. I expected it to kind of be where it is now. But now I still kind of lean this under. I think it's going to be a very slow game, very uncomfortable game.
Well, the clock will be running the whole time.
That's
for sure.
100%.
Except when Air Force is in the end zone celebrating. But besides that, the clock will be running the entire game.
Yeah. One worry, and I know it's a little –
I want to hear the worries. Give me the worries.
Yeah, my one worry, which is kind of is mitigated a little bit. It is cold, so I don't think the passing attack is going to be great. That's what Baylor does, especially when it gets down to 50 degrees, much less 15. But Air Force passing attack, they give up a lot of explosive plays. So if you're playing the under, I wouldn't be shocked if you get a much better line after a large, splash play from Shapen on like a little rollout where they go 60 yards, because they have shown some ability to be a little weak in the secondary. So I wouldn't be shocked if that bites them a little bit. So they're just going to have to overcome that a little bit.
Yeah, I think Baylor's game plan here is going to be to win in the air, which I think is going to be causing serious issues with Their QB being mid, number one. Number two, the weather. We could talk about how that might be square, make too much sense, right? Not contrarian, but at the end of the day, Blake Shapen hasn't shown me anything really this entire season besides a game or two where he played out of his ass. And if that's today again, you charge that shit to the game. But the line's telling me it's not.
Yeah.
It's still Baylor, only minus. This is still, Baylor, a top 10, college football program over the last 2 decades probably, or at least the last decade, -3 against the military academy. You kidding me? And I know they're going in complete opposite directions. But you know what? I'm okay with that. And I like the splits. And I like the line move. Okay.
Yeah.
Krabs, what do I think about Caleb Smith from VT transferring to Notre Dame? Looks like he had good production this year in a poor offense. It's hilarious. He'll have a great time, making sure the locker room's all cleaned up and the benches are, spick and span and there's plenty of room for people to sit and making sure everyone gets water who's playing. That's probably what he'll be doing most. Don't really understand why he's transferring there. He's not going to get to see the field at all. But whatever. I'm pissed if you can't tell. He was very good for us, and I'm upset that he left.
Yeah.
He's the one guy I was pissed who actually transferred.
Wasn't he hurt like every other play?
Yeah, but he was good when he was playing.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah, I have a
And he's a
roommate.
kid.
Yeah, one of my roommates is with you, Commanders and VT, so I see it.
I
And we bet on him all the time. And every time we put him in a little PP entry, dude's out in 2 plays.
I'm surprised you take that. That's too square. He's like the only guy on our offense that was good.
Well, it's college football. When it's volume based, I'm cool to be square.
Okay, fair. American just moved to -3.5. I had to nuke Siena money line. No, Fran. No. What have we been talking about on here? When the line moves that way, you either bet that way or you stay off. Come on, Fran. I do like Siena in that spot, though. I will say I'm definitely not betting American. Am I biased, though? Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
That doesn't sound right. The school American has lost me a lot of money. I'm not biased against America. Let's get one thing straight. Jesus. All right.
Oh,
so Air Force +3.5. Oh.
That's what he's talking about. It's buying bad news.
Oh, wait a second here. Best player just got announced out for who? For Siena's?
I would assume he's talking about Siena.
All right, we might have to brainstorm here for a sec. Hold on. Who is it? Are they saying in chat? I'm doing some research.
McCollum. That's what he's saying.
JV McCollum.
Yeah.
By far their best player.
That's a big deal.
He's not playing?
That's a big deal.
He related to CJ?
Who knows?
Siena without McCollum, its leading scorer, coming off a 23-point effort against the Bonnies. Do we want to take this?
I mean, certainly not taking American. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. I mean, look, Siena +3.5 or +4 without their best player in this spot really doesn't make much sense.
It doesn't.
But how much are the markets adjusting? 10 minutes before tip in a Siena American game.
Yeah. And how much can they really move?
Thoughts?
I mean, I'm not going to get in. But if it's neck and neck live, getting towards kind of the end of the first half, I might jump in on Siena live.
All right, you want to watch it? I'll watch it with you, and we can see if we get a good spot or if they look okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But Fran, man, I think that's a solid bet.
So. Yeah, so do I, dude. I wish I knew about this literally 5 minutes before, but now the game's tipping off.
Yeah.
Fuck. Thoughts on Towson +9.5? I wouldn't with how the defense looks, brother. Damn it. All right, I'm going to put the game on and watch it. And if they're hanging around, maybe they go down a little bit in late first half. Maybe we can live cheese.
Yeah, not mad at that.
Okay. Thursday night football. What do you got? You're probably scared to be taking. The Jets with everybody else, I'm assuming, because it looks like squares and sharps are all over Zach Wilson and the Jets today.
Yep. Okay. And I feel like I don't want to take a side in this game, and I'm probably not going to end up doing that. I'm probably going to stick to props. But as a hypothetical Jets bettor, I would feel a little better about taking them in this spot because they just had a very similar situation against, I guess, a better team a little bit in the Lions, which didn't pan out. So it's a pretty similar scenario. So now that happened, I'd feel a little more confident. But seen too much on it. It's Zach Wilson. I'm not running to get involved in this game, especially with all the weather concerns and Trevor Lawrence. I've been hearing stuff all morning. I had on ESPN, a couple different shows. Trevor Lawrence can't play in the cold. He had a bunch of fumbles in his last performance in the cold. He's can't play the ball in the cold. It seems like a Tua type weatherman situation. So
he's never covered a game being a favorite or an underdog of 2.5 points or less. He's 0-8 ATS in his career. Yeah. I saw that today and I almost shit a chicken.
Yeah. I'm not against
Not good.
I'm not against rolling with Trevor today. I don't know if I'm going to do it.
No.
Yeah.
No, Jeff. Jeff, I like it too, man, but it's starting to make an incredible amount of sense, and I'm getting scared.
Yeah. We're gonna hear
You're in the lab, though, Jeff. I respect it. You're in the lab.
Yeah.
I will say his passing prop is – yeah, you're on Kirk over, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Over yards.
Yep.
Okay.
So the Jets are very good on the outside, which part of that is Sauce Gardner, who's probably going to be matched up with Marvin Jones the majority of the time. And Kirk takes like 70-75% of his snaps in the slot, where he's going to be able to torch them today. And like you, I don't feel great taking Zay Jones or Evan Ingram, who's the greatest tight end of all time. And I think Kirk's going to be the guy today because he's kind of I've seen a lot of people, whether it's you want to call it getting cute or whatever it is, a lot of people on Ingram, a lot of people think it's going to be the Etienne game, and Etienne is boosted pretty much everywhere. I think Kirk is kind of going to be the overlooked guy today, and he's been bumped down, I think, once or twice, just as everybody has. So I'm not really worried about that. But in the slot, I think that's the matchup, and that's the spot where they're going to be able to penetrate this Jets defense a little bit.
Okay.
And yes, I know Sauce plays one side of the field. He just plays the outside, which, again, Marvin Jones is probably going to be the guy there.
I mean, Marvin Jones is useless.
Yeah, he's all right. He's been decent.
He's useless. He hasn't done anything. What are you talking about?
Marvin Jones?
Am I tripping? I mean, he's got like 17 yards, 22 yards, 17 yards, 22 yards in his last 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, he's all right.
He's literally useless. It might as well be me out there.
He's all right.
Okay. He's averaging like 20 yards a game, dude. Come on. He also is a fossil, I will say.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, he's a what? He's not the number one option, really. It's Kirk, Zay Jones, and Ingram have all been snapping. So, I mean, call him third or fourth option or whatever. I think he's been decent in his role, and he's gotten in the end zone a couple times, like I'm saying. So, not against it. I don't think he's that bad.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know what Marvin Jones you guys are watching, but maybe we're watching a different one. Maybe you guys are watching Marvin Jones on the Lions 4 years ago when he was a freak. That could be it. And Sienna's up 4-0. Nice. All right. Any lean on the total in this one? It's weird with the weather.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's because I hate it because I've seen it in a couple boosts. I think it's on the main FanDuel boost with like the ETN touchdown. I think it is ETN yards, whatever it is. So It's weird. I don't like buying into the weather, but at the same time, I kind of lean the Jags in this game. So for that to happen, I would assume they would have to completely shut down Zach Wilson, which would probably mean an over unless they just steamroll him, or an under unless they just steamroll him. So it's tough because I'm kind of in between as far as a side and a total go, and they definitely correlate with one another, which is why I'm primarily sitting on some props. But I do think, I guess this kind of goes with the under. I'm good to go with either the punter props today, especially the Jets.
The punter props over 4.5.
Yeah, take either of them, really.
I thought it was interesting that the Jets punter. So the Jets are the favorite, obviously. The Jets punter is set at 4.5, and the Jags punter is only at 4.
Yeah, the thing with the Jets, I would say the one thing that kind of makes me like that more. It's not even that they have to get completely shut down or have no semblance of offense for this to hit easily, but they are the team that has the most 3 and outs in the league, the most 3-play drives, 3 and out drives, and the Jags also have been doing that a lot recently defensively. So even if they come out like, you have 2 very atrocious Zach Wilson drives maybe to start the game, there's 2 right there, and easily can find that, and you'll have plenty of time to do that throughout the game. So I think it's less. I think the Jets are going to do nothing, but more, I think the drives that they do get stopped are going to be very, very quick.
Okay. Dilgot, I'm watching, dude. The Seattle looks good. You're right. It might be too late. I'm definitely not live betting Sienna when they're winning. I'll tell you that much. So let's go American. Let's have them kick up a little bit. But I do like what I'm seeing out of Sienna. I agree. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll probably still be on the Jets here. I know everybody's on it. But public's got to eat sometimes. And, the splits are good. And the line is moving towards the Jets. And the Jags are coming off a big win against the Cowboys. The Jets are coming off a loss in a close game. So, spot-wise and teams-wise, I'm still okay with taking Zach Wilson, who everyone thinks blows. He might blow. He kind of does blow. But I'm still okay with taking it. I'm on the ML. I'm minus 130. That's what I got this morning. So I like that. I like Air Force. I know they're a little bit public. I think they'll probably go 1-1 at worst. Okay. So that's what I like in football tonight. I also like Greg the Leg over 1.5 field goals made. The guy's only had more than 1 field goal in 1 out of his last 5. I don't want to be, props.piss, but, in a game where the weather looks terrible, in a game with the total really low, I know they're probably not going to hang his field goals any lower. What are you going to put it at 1? Probably not. But I think I could see this offense, getting into the red zone, or at least getting into the Jags side of the field and stalling because Zach Wilson's calling the shots. I could see a lot of field goals in their future. And I know the weather's a concern, but Greg the Leg, he's got an absolute rocket of a leg. So, yeah, Zach did buy his O-line all new bikes. That was like the weirdest video ever, watching Zach Wilson. Did you see that video?
No.
No? Okay. Well, they panned to Zach Wilson. They're like, thanks, bro. And he was just like, yeah. And then panned to these little ass bikes that the 320-pound O-linemen are supposed to be riding. It was the weirdest thing ever. I don't know what's going on. You could just tell that they don't fuck with them. They just don't. It was so cringe.
That's weird.
It was so cringe. Kraken line sucking everyone in. Yeah, I noticed that Kraken line moving.
Yeah.
What's it at now?
It's a good question, but I know they're talking about somebody's got their play of the year on the Kraken today.
Yeah, our guy Matt Too Frosty. Sure.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
You know what happens to play of the years?
Just maybe.
You know what happens? Not root against it at all, though.
I'm certainly not taking the Kraken. I'll tell you that.
No, but I'm also not taking Vancouver with that line move. So
start move back now.
Oh, so you are taking.
if you get a little continued move, yeah, but
okay.
It's not my favorite play on the ice. I don't know if we want to go there already.
I do. I kind of wanted to go to the ice.
Yeah, we'll go on the ice. Give me the Senators. No question about it today. That is my favorite play. This is a perfect spot after the Senators. They were a very popular and very public underdog against the Jets. What was it, 2 days ago? Got smacked. And now they're coming into a Caps team who is smoking hot, won 7 of 8. And this is also a line that I think got up to 125, 130, somewhere in between there at some point. And now that's starting to come back a little bit too. This Sens team they're not in a great scheduling spot, which I don't love, but at the same time, that's more reason for people to fade them at this very short price. And I don't know what we're going to get from the Caps as far as goalie situation. If it's the backup, sure. If it's Kemper, I don't even know if he's back yet. But if it's Lindgren's played 6-7 games in a row. So I will be perfectly willing to fade him. I think this is just the perfect spot for everybody who faded or everybody who took the Senators in that little spot against the Jets to be like, oh, for sure. They're definitely, of course they won today. Of course they came back after we faded them.
Yeah. Don't let Ottawa get hot.
Don't let them. Already let the Caps get hot.
Caps are hot. Caps should probably be more of a favorite in this spot. Ovi is chasing the goal record. I think he's 1 away from tying second place. So if he gets that tonight, I will be at the Caps game tomorrow at home and probably be betting on his under goal score, because if I go to the game, there is no way in fuck that he scores. There's just no way.
I mean, honestly, if they lose this game, I wouldn't bet that under.
Wow.
I mean, this is the perfect. Like, I don't like to bet on the narrative, but especially if they have a big letdown game on the road against the Senators, now they're going home against the Jets, who are one of the better defenses in the league too, and they're playing really well right now. I'm not taking the under.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope he gets 1 goal tonight so that I can realistically go tomorrow and overpay to go sit up in the bleeders and watch him not score.
Yeah.
We'll see, though. We'll see. What about this 2 o'clock game? They got a game start in 45 minutes on the ice. What the heck's going on here? What is this?
Yeah, I think this what has to do with the weather or something, because they have the big winter storm. I don't know if that stretches to Toronto, but I think it does.
Okay.
Not 100%, but it's probably why they're playing a little early so they can get out of there.
You got to lean for the people. They keep asking for plays in here.
Yeah, and I've seen a couple of people talk about it. I mean, my lean would be the under for this game. 6.5 down to 6 with the Flyers. They've been playing some pretty high-scoring games recently, if I'm not mistaken, especially with Carter Hart in net, which Carter Hart's been playing really, really good throughout the season. I see totals of 8, 9, got 1 of 3 in there, 5, 9. And the Flyers' last handful of games. And we got Samsonov in net, the backup for the Leafs, who I've never seen his shutout odds this low. I think they were 800 something. I'm going to find the exact number now. 8 plus 870 for a shutout. I don't think I've ever seen him that low. And I don't think they're going to put a lot of shots on the net today. So I think this could easily be a game that the Leafs win, 3-2, 4-1. So I like that under for sure.
Okay. I've seen a lot of people say they like the under in this game. Like a lot of people.
I've seen it quite a few times, but it's not like a play that I love. It's just I'm gonna have to play something in the daytime game just for entertainment purposes. So
sure.
A little sprinkle.
Okay. I'm seeing Trent's Twitter got suspended.
Trent's Twitter?
Is this true, chat? What's going on? Yeah, you might have to call the police again.
He's already played this year too. It was 5-2 with a 6.5 total, and now moved down. Okay.
Sure.
I like that.
Damn, what the heck happened to Trent's Twitter, bro?
Yeah, what's going on?
Let me see if we can figure this out.
Account suspended. Sure.
Damn, bro. We got to figure that out.
Rest in peace.
No one did he tell any Yankees fans to step on a Lego? That could have been it.
Yeah, could have been.
Should I call him and see what's going on here? He's probably freaking out.
Yeah, he's probably in a panic.
I just texted him. Let's see if he responds. His shit got wiped? No way.
Rip.
No way. Commanders +7 now?
Yeah.
All right. I'll call Trent real quick. He's not going to answer that because he never answers his phone.
He's also probably – he's got to be slumped now. Put him in the coma after that.
You're probably right. I'll call him.
Yo.
Yo, the people are freaking out. They're saying your Twitter's caked.
Dude, what happened?
I don't know, dude.
How do they know?
People in BTL right now are tweaking. You're on the stream right now. They wanted me to call you and see what's going on.
What do you mean? Oh, I'm on the stream right now, like on the speaker.
Yeah, you're on speaker.
Bro, wait, how did people realize? I just found out like 10 seconds ago.
Dude, people, I don't know. People are always watching. Holy shit, man. What did they do it for?
Dude, I have no idea.
Okay.
I just sat down and at my desk, and it just says you're permanently suspended.
Oh. No way.
Permanent.
We determined your account broke the Twitter rules. I just sent it to Fruity, so but what the fuck?
Holy shit. Well, that's not good. I will let you I'll let you deal with that. But hey, it's a minor setback for a major comeback. All right.
We'll figure it out.
All right. We'll be seeing.
Peace.
Damn, bro. Yeah. You guys, how'd you guys find out before Trent?
Unreal.
What the heck? What did he do? I'm scared now. I'm scared. Holy smokes. We got to figure that out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's beat.
Hitting too many prize pick slips. That's what must be what it is.
He's hitting too many prize picks? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Did he hit that two-piece last night?
I think he hit one of them.
Okay.
One of the couple nukes that he threw.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, he's been pretty hot other than that.
Okay. Yeah, he has. Don't let Trent get hot.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. Well, you like Ottawa on the ice. Unfortunately, I agree. Anything else?
Ottawa on the ice. I'm looking very, very hard at the Winnipeg Bruins over because it is a matchup of two really good goalies in Hellebuyck, and I assume it's going to be Ullmark. And I've seen the total or the juice on the total at least go up to about minus 115, minus 120 a lot of places, which the way, I mean, you're talking about how good the Jets defense has been and the way Hellebuyck has been playing, they've been really good. They haven't been letting up a lot of goals, and I know they're playing a more high-powered Bruins offense. But this total, I initially thought this would be a total that is going 6 and kind of bordering that 5.5 line. The way these two goalies and these two teams are playing right now, and now we're seeing almost a 6.5. God forbid if we see a 6.5. I'm gonna have to be all over that. That's a really high total again for the way these two teams and two defenses and two goalies are playing lately. So once we get people confirmed, goalies confirmed the net for that, and we see the total shake out wherever the odds go, taking a hard look at that over.
Okay. All right. But you're waiting right now.
I'm waiting to make sure it's going to be Hellebuyck, Ullmark, and then if this total juice to the over 6 stays where it is, going to have to be on it.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Yeah. And then there's one more.
Lamar not playing?
Who's not playing?
Is Lamar Jackson officially out? Fuck me, dude. He's my starting quarterback.
Mine too. My leagues.
Fuck.
Well, while we're looking at that, there's
what's the third play you like? What do you like?
There's one more I had my eye on. It's the Flames. Okay. The Flames minus 120 against the Kings team that's playing really, really well right now. They won 3 straight, and they're at home again. Things with the Flames, they haven't been good on the road whatsoever, but other than their little 2-game set against the Sharks that they had in San Jose with those 2 games these past couple days. They lost, I think, 5. They lost 6 in a row. 6 in a row on the road. And they're sitting minus 120 at a very, very bettable price for the Kings, who, like I said, have been playing well recently. So I'm taking a pretty hard look at them. I haven't seen the splits for this game yet, but I can only assume that it's a little more balanced than some of the other games on the slate. Maybe not. I mean, it's pretty split.
Yeah, look at the ML, bro. Fuck the puck line.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 50-50. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm certainly cool to go with that. But Flames, again, that's probably one where I'm going to wait for the goalies to be confirmed too.
They've lost 6 straight road games, though.
No. Well, they played 2 against the Sharks, like I think it was Sunday and Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And the Sharks are not playing great hockey. You can call it what it is. But prior to those 2 games, 6 in a row on the road.
Mm.
So they haven't been good.
Okay. All right. 3 plays on the ice I like. One of them is against my Caps. Damn, that Caps line, man. Has it been pulling back?
Yeah, well, I saw it initially kind of climb up to kind of in between that 125, 130, which some places is still sitting there, other places, and on my personal book, I see it back down to 120.
Yeah, I'm seeing 115 some places too. Holy
Ooh.
shit.
Yeah, if we keep climbing, I'm good with that.
Damn. Javon, thank you for Red Wings ML last night. I can afford to buy my mom a Christmas present. Hell yeah, Chelly.
No, thank you for your bankroll, Bob. I played that too.
Sure. Bert 521. Want to go to the Caps game on Jan 6. Going to DC on January 6th is crazy, bro. I don't know if I'll be making that. Who fucking knows what the hell's going to happen there?
Yeah.
But no, all jokes aside, yes, but hit me up closer to the game. Okay. The Jets are wearing all black tonight. Sure. I don't like that.
Might be for their own funeral.
Oh. Dudes, come on, man. I cannot wait to hear every single person on stream come on and pitch the Jets. I'm going to be so excited.
Yeah.
God, damn it. All right, well, the Spurs play the Pelicans and the Wizards play the Jazz tonight. You got any thoughts on that, or can we just push that shit to the side because it absolutely reeks?
You know, I do have a quick little thought. I mean, I believe Zion is going to be out with COVID. Keldon Johnson's out for the Spurs. This total sitting at 228 and a half seems quite a little high for those offenses with those 2 guys being out. And I know this is a product of some of the games played in the past, not the greatest defensive teams, whatever you want to call it. But that seems a little high for 2 of the top offensive options there. It's a little weird. I'll just say that.
Yeah, it is coming down a speck. I feel like all totals pretty much come down. Although as soon as I say that, I look over at the Jazz one, and that one's going up. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll keep my eyes peeled on that one. A little Spurs, Pelicans without their best offensive players. Weirdly high total, over 228 and a half.
Yeah. Just maybe.
Okay.
Just a little job, you know?
Yeah, people are still getting COVIDs. Does he have COVID?
I think so.
Damn. Hope he's okay. All right. And Wizards ML?
Yeah, for sure.
Sure. Okay. Towson's hanging around there. Don't let Towson get hot down 8. Okay.
Don't let him.
All right. Well, let's talk some CBBs. Why don't we talk some CBBs?
Let's get in there.
There's a game that starts in 30 minutes that I want your opinion on. It's Colgate. Yeah, I want to buy low on Colgate. Colgate, who we know owns their conference, the sharpshooters, right? They're always nice. They've been nice the last couple of years. They're off to a tough start. Sitting at 6-6. They're coming off a loss to a pretty crummy Vermont team this season too. I've been disappointed with them too. We saw Colgate -5 in that game. They lost outright. They've lost 3 of 5. 2 of those losses, they were favorites against teams they should have beaten. You look over at Cornell. I mean, I didn't expect Cornell to be sitting at 8-3 here. They just absolutely beat the brakes off of Lehigh by almost 30. And they hung around with Syracuse pretty much that whole game until Syracuse pulled away there at the end. And they almost beat Miami the game before that, putting up 105 points, Javon. Cornell won last year outright as a +11.5 dog. I don't think Colgate's going to be taking them lightly, especially with Cornell's record coming in here. And I see this as a game for guys like Braden Smith and Tucker Richardson for Colgate, some of their shooters who have not been playing as good as I expected. And I think that's due to come around and positively regress. So I want to take Colgate here, who's a favorite, when I wasn't really expecting him to be. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I can get behind that a little bit. I think I was probably expecting them to be a favorite, but 4.5 seems a little tough.
I agree.
4.5 seems a little tough. I think it's going to be a classic Cornell Colgate back and forth, punch by punch from 3. And just know Cornell can have a shot to win this game by a lot. Wouldn't be shocked.
Damn, you like Cornell?
I do.
Okay. Damn, I might stay off then. Fuck. All right.
I don't. It's not that I like Cornell. It's just I think if they come out and cover or win this game, it's going to be by a lot. But it's a tough one.
So you think either Cornell wins outright or Colgate covers?
Yeah, and I'm saying not just one outright. Like I do lean Colgate with you. It's just
Okay.
I'm saying the opposite side of things. Like if you're going to take Cornell, take the money line because if they win this game, it's going to be by a lot.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I want to take them. I want to take Colgate. Cornell is public. I'm seeing 67% of bets, 78% of handle on the spread skis. I want to fade that. I need to see where the line's been moving and grooving though.
Yeah.
I don't think it's moved.
I don't think it's budged.
Which I'm obviously cool with more bets and handle on the other side, right?
Canucks minus 106 on FanDuel, you say?
No way. Nux ML? Oh no.
If they get to a favorite, good Lord.
If they get to a favorite, I'm going to be playing them too, brother.
I mean, this honestly might be enough. Might be enough for me.
Let me see. I'm looking at stats right now. What were you pulling up?
I was saying the Canucks. I mean, getting all the way back down to 106 or minus 106 already. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Yep. Okay. You want to take Colgate with me or no? Are you going to sit it out and root for it or what? What the fuck are you doing?
I'll sit it out and root for it.
All right. I think I'm going to take it. Are there any CBB games catching your eye today, Javon?
Yeah. I mean, this one, I don't think it starts in an hour or it starts hour and a half. So not as soon as Colgate, but right after that. Love Stephen F. Austin. And they're starting to get a couple points in their direction. So, I mean, Jackson State, they're not good. We all know this. But they are coming off games against Mississippi State, Texas Tech, and Bama. 3 very tough games. And in 2 of those, in Mississippi State and Bama, they covered fairly comfortably. They got smoked by Texas Tech. But, I mean, 2 of 3 comfortable covers against, at the time, both of those ranked teams. And they're a really good ATS team. They're 7-5 on the year, which is really good for Jackson State with 1 win, I think they have. And Stephen F. Austin is coming off of a outright loss of 6-point faves against Furman, who, again, Furman, solid team. But Stephen F. Austin has been a little bit of a letdown, I would say, this year. They're 7-5 outright on the record. Haven't really been impressive in any of these last couple of games, aside from the loss. I mean, they snuck by a Louisiana Tech team that's been a little disappointing themselves this year. Lost outright to Northwestern State, which, I mean, good for them. Only the best teams lose outright to Northwestern State. But they haven't been impressive. So I think this is a game where they come out and they just roll Jackson State. And I love that the line's moving their way, starting to see 12 and a half pop up. So I think they really give it to Jackson State today. Okay.
Yeah, you're wild for that. I think I might have to sit that one out.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
It's just, it makes so much sense. And it's coming back. Is it coming back? No, it's actually moved towards SFA. Minus 1.5. So yeah. Okay. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. Jackson State is brutal. They're brutal.
Yeah, they've been good against good teams though, for the most part. I mean, the 2 covers, comfortable covers by 10+ points. Miss State and Bama. They did get blown out by Texas Tech. They beat SMU outright on the road, which SMU is at least a decent program. Covered by 12 points against Michigan. Got another blowout against Indiana. But I mean, overall, they've been a pretty tested team, which is why I think this line and their lines just in general are very short. Because when you talk about the games that affect the metrics, they're playing really good teams and they're covering against a lot of them. So I think SFA, they're that team today. It's going to break up.
All right. Yeah, Matt, sometimes 2 + 2 is allowed to equal 4. That's a good point. Sometimes it is. I agree.
Sure.
Contrarian / sharp spots can't hit every bet. That's facts.
Not everyone.
They don't.
You're going to look stupid in some of them. That's just how it goes.
That's just how it goes. Yes, sir. Bet Beast, he's back. I'm excited to see what he's got. I really am. Definitely concerned with what I've been seeing in practice from some of these videos from beat reporters, but I'm going to try to stay positive as best I can. As best I can.
Talk
Kent
for a second.
State.
I'll grab a charter.
Sure. Kent State, 10-0 ATS. 10-0 ATS? I'll be honest, I didn't even know that. I knew they were nice with it. Damn, they're playing against UTEP today, too. I was looking at this game earlier. The problem is UTEP's a freaking wagon, too. That's the issue. UTEP also wagon. But yeah, 10-0 ATS. Holy smokes, man. I mean, they're beating everyone. Covering against everyone, at least. Wild. Nobody's going to want to play Kent State in March. Yeah, honestly, I agree. Would love to see America make this a game. I'm a little pissed I missed out. I'll be honest with you guys. Darn it. I should have trusted. My goats. Siena up 10 right now. I know. They're balling, dude. It's hilarious. They're making wide open shots. They're going to win this game outright. Should have taken them from the rip. But yeah, somebody was talking about Kent State being undefeated against the spread.
Yeah.
And I wish they were playing a shittier team today. I'll be honest with you, but UTEP is pretty decent. I like the way the line moved from -7.5 to -7. But I'm really not in a rush to be betting UTEP today. The splits are pretty nice though. 44% of bets, 87% of handle on UTEP. But you look at the ML, only 2% of handles on UTEP ML. So people are putting Kent State in all their parlays. Or just shit nuking them straight. I mean, they probably do still win this game. Don't get me wrong. Do you have any thoughts on Kent State? I mean, Kent State, Sincere Carry is incredible, Javon.
Him. Absolutely him.
He's actually incredible. Like I think he's going to be good in the NBA. I just think he's an absolute bucket getter. And I don't really see it stopping. So that concerns me too. I mean, that kid's a walking 30-piece. A walking 30-piece.
Yeah.
You take anything in this game?
I don't love Kent State, or I don't love Kent State in general. I would say I think for me, like I'm fully in on Sincere Carry. That's no secret. I just think this team is a little worse. I guess they're overperforming a little bit, I think, and it's tough. I don't hate fading them coming off of a big win against the New Mexico State team that I think is underperformed a little bit. But I mean, circumstances certainly play a big part in that too. All the situation they had going on. Still have a lot of the guys. So coming off of they're on like a back-to-back because they're playing in the tournament or a tournament or something, I would assume. So UTEP team's good, so I wouldn't be against fading them. Undefeated Kent State against the spread. I don't mind it.
Okay. People were asking about Hartford. Not really sure why, but that's okay. We're here to please. All right. Hartford's playing San Francisco. That's why.
Yeah.
San Francisco coming off that incredible win last night where they didn't miss a shot. Hartford stinks. I'm not in a rush to bet Hartford or fade San Francisco. I think they're starting to get it going. And that big man, I couldn't pronounce his name yesterday. He is huge, Javon. He looked like Zach Edey out there. I don't know if you had a chance to tune into that game, but my goodness. That guy was a menace. Now he can only play. He's like Boban. He can only play like 15 minutes of the fucking game, but he was incredible. Southern Miss got one of their best players back today. Dilly Dill, is that true?
Did they? Okay, because I was already looking at a little UNLV. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow,
that's a lot of points. Like I think that Southern Miss team is very, very good. I think this UNLV team is also very good, and they're much better. And they have been playing a couple of close games recently with Washington State and San Fran against good teams. But that 8 to 8.5 move, that's a lot of points against the talented Southern Miss team. And if they're getting one of the best players back in the process of that, it's going to be hard to stay away.
That's facts. I'm not in a rush to fade Southern Miss and Haas, who's like 30 years old, still playing. I think the Southern Miss team is very old and very good.
Yeah.
And look, usually you'd be hearing me say, let's fucking fade them after saying that, right? But I really don't. Like, I watched this team play earlier, like a week ago, and they were awesome to watch. It was like watching fucking art. After saying all that, I probably should be fading them today. because they've been on an absolute tear. They're 8-1 ATS. They've won 4 or 5. But I mean, they've been playing DoorDash drivers. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's the
UNLV
thing.
coming off their first loss of the season now.
Yeah,
They were
exactly. They're
favorites.
coming off of their first loss, and they're another one of those kind of like New Mexico State-ish teams where I think their athleticism and getting to the rim is going to cause them problems, and that's one of the reasons why you look at Southern Miss, who was their only loss against the GOATs, Northwestern State, who is built off of athleticism, built off of shot making, built off of rim running. That's what they do, and this is kind of a similarly constructed team, which is a little more fine-tuned of it because they're a better team, obviously. So I think this is a game where it's going to be a shootout, and it's going to be the game that UNLV wants to play. So that's why I think the line is so big.
Okay.
But that'll be a late night tucking piece. Late night tucking piece. You look at
I might be off that then. Fuck.
Well, another late night game that you may or may not be able to get behind. But
wait, let me guess. Dude.
You said too late.
What about yeah, I was looking at Loyola Chicago because they've been starting to play way better of late. I mean, they cashed for us the other night against Clemson outright, but that also kind of scares me a little bit. But I mean, Stanford has covered 3 in a row. I mean, Javon, I am down to fade big name Stanford. I think they're a bunch of frauds.
Yeah. The thing with them too is like we always look at Stanford and we say like their lines don't count when they're short against bigger teams because they very often get a lot of respect.
Mad respect.
And now they're getting quite the opposite of it. They're getting no respect against a loyal Illinois
Maybe
team.
The books are adjusting. Maybe the books have adjusted.
Maybe a little bit. But I mean, they just had them as a 10.5 point underdog to Texas on Sunday and they covered. So I mean, it wouldn't make sense necessarily for this to be the game. And I know Loyola is playing better recently in these last few games. They're just overall not a good team. They're not the little brand name that they've developed for themselves. So the 6.5 to 5.5, and I honestly like the under in this game too. I would be scared to lock it in a little later once we come to tip off because I feel like it's going to keep moving down because I look at these teams and Stanford is going to clog the paint pretty much because Loyola Chicago, they rim run. They get their points at the rim. And similar, I guess, thing for Stanford as far as what Loyola is going to do to stop their offense. They're going to stop their strength, and it's going to be a game where they're going to struggle to score, which is why we think we're seeing 127 down to 125. So I think it's going to be one of those like 57-55 games. Maybe Stanford sneaks out a win. You get a little cover, and maybe Loyola just wins the game outright.
Damn. Well, I'm in. That was already on my list. And it makes a little bit of basketball sense too.
It does.
We've seen their best player, Philip Alston, step up a little bit in the last couple of games. I mean, he dropped the 23 piece against Clemson, but he shot 75% from the field. So can't really expect that every day. But he's been playing a lot better of late. He's been their guy. And Loyola Chicago, they struggle a little bit when their coach left. I think they slowly kind of got a little bit worse every year. And they started out terrible this season, but they've started to get it going.
Yeah.
They started to get it going. And I like the spot for them. I agree. I think Stanford is a bunch of frauds, and I am not opposed to fading them one bit.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Kind of more on the public side. I like Wright State against
Ohio
today. Seeing that line creep up a little bit too. I think it was 1.5 up to 2.5. Seeing 3 a couple of places now, but Wright State, I'd say I look at them as probably the better team here, but they have 100%. Lost 4 in a row, 5 of their last 6. And Miami, Ohio is coming off of a road win against a pretty decent Bellarmine squad. So I just think along with that, it's kind of strength on strength thing. I think Miami, Ohio, we know they're going to shoot a tons of threes. They're going to get second chance points. But this is a Wright State team who's a much better 3-point defense than they've faced really almost all year, and they're a top 50 rebounding team offensively and defensively in the country. So I just don't think those opportunities are going to be there for them. I think Wright State is going to take advantage of this defense a little bit, and I'm perfectly fine. I think I'll probably lay the money line in this one.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that line flip too, I'm pretty sure, right?
Did it flip?
No, it's actually just continued to move towards Wright State.
I thought it was Wright State. Wright State opened
right.
like 1.5.
1.5. Now they're 2.5 on some.
Yeah, 2.5. Saw a quick 3.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I love the spot. Miami of Ohio coming off that big win against Bellarmine, who's really been struggling of late.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Kalkbrenner coming back tonight? That is a great question. That is a great question. Yeah, Creighton plays tonight. They moved from -7.5 to -8.5 against a Butler team who I really wish wasn't coming off of getting spanked. I really wish they weren't coming off of getting spanked by UConn. If they were not, I would be all over Creighton again, like an idiot, going back to them.
Well, if Kalkbrenner playing, I would assume that's better.
If Kalkbrenner's playing?
Yeah, if you want to take Butler.
No, I don't want to play. I want to take Creighton.
Well, I know. I'm saying, like, situationally, if Kalkbrenner's back and Butler just got absolutely waxed, I'd say that's a better lineup than the other way around.
Yeah. I hate buying any sort of good news, though. I don't want to buy any good news. I'm assuming by this line that he is going to be back. He is going to be back.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying in chat that some Twitter officially, or it was like officially announced on Twitter or whatever it may be. So I would assume it means he's going to play.
I mean, he has to be, right? Because good point from chat here. Manny Bates, if Kalkbrenner's not in there, Manny Bates is going to have a triple-double.
Yeah.
There's no way in fuck that Creighton is this fat of a favorite against a decent Butler squad who has a really good, huge big man who, without Kalkbrenner, he's going to grub. Like, there's just no one else to stop him. Interesting. Yeah, Colin, I know, bro. And I felt bad. I was about to message you. I felt like a douchebag yesterday, roasting you. You're still the man. Come back on stream, give a winner today. All right? Can't hit them all. Yeah, Utah, man. That was right side losing bad. It sucks. And I saw it from a mile away. That was beat. I want to take Creighton, man. But I don't know if I can take him with Kalkbrenner coming back.
Yeah, it's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Another decent game I wanted to talk about. The game of the night. Cal State Northridge. Cal State Northridge plus 4.5. I don't like the way the line's moved. I don't, so I might be off. But spot-wise, like if the line moved the other way, this would be my favorite play of the day. I mean, Cal State Northridge hasn't won since before Thanksgiving. San Diego's coming off an outright win to UC Riverside, a really good UC Riverside team at Riverside, where they won by 10 points when they were +6. Team with a winning record. Cal State Northridge has 2 wins, and they're terrible. I don't know why the heck this spread is so short. I have no idea. But Cal State Northridge has been sharp pretty much this whole season. Yeah, they haven't fucking done shit about it.
That's what I was about to say.
They haven't done shit about it, dudes. So I'm in a little bit of a pickle. I mean, Deontay Bostic is decent, honestly. For Cal State Northridge, he can score, the Murray State transfer. He's pretty good, but I don't know if that's enough.
That could be the reason for it right there, if that's true.
What? Let me say. BC, because UST missing 2 starters. Good. Yes. Thank you, Sam. That would make sense. I am off. Good. Thank you. This is why you have to check all the fucking beat reporters for these dick butt states before you lock in bets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Impossible.
Yeah, we can't be betting on them now, ref. I honestly, I like USD. Sam, I'm with you. Louisville, NC State, Javon. A lot of NC State talk today.
Yeah, which I mean, I just don't know if I'm there with Louisville yet.
Yeah,
and they're the side to play in this game with it kind of ticking back, or I guess it might be back up to 17 and a half. But yeah, I've heard a lot of NC State talk. A lot of NC State is free. You're going to win by 30, which they very well could, but I'm not willing to buy that.
Okay. Chat, I am locking this in. Colgate, by the way. I'm locking them in. Colgate minus 4.5. If anybody wants some day game action. All right. God, are you allowed to even bet on Air Force today? Football, even if you wanted to?
No,
How does that work?
football, they're good. It's only basketball. Basketball, they're
Okay.
my arch nemesis. I'm actually like in their football games, like I do very well with them, for or
Okay.
against them. So it's a different story, but
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see. I mean, one of probably my best college football reads of the year was against them with Colorado State, which that was the worst game of all time, but read it perfectly. So they're only the nemesis in basketball, thankfully.
Okay. Yeah, and they will continue to be the nemesis, and I don't want to even think about them ever again. We're not talking about them for at least the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna bring up the school name. I'm not doing it.
Just
All right, Colgate is locked in, gents. We're in biz. We're in biz. All right. Shocker. Oh, they do have a GIF. Let's go. Fuck
do
yeah.
that. Do that.
Good for them. They're moving up in the world.
There we go.
All right, chat. Yeah, Mizzou game. Yes, Hoove. Good call. Javon, Mizzou. Mizzou plus 6.5 at home against Illinois. I like Illinois. A very rare ranked team that I like on the road as a favorite. But I like them. I know we talked about this team being inconsistent. We're seeing neutral site. Goods. I know we talked about this team being inconsistent. Illinois. And I think they're getting what is his name? They're getting one of their guys back today.
Illinois?
Yes. They're getting one of their players back today, one of their starters.
Knocks down to 108. Gonna keep trending down. I might lock that in pretty soon.
They're getting Melendez back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did hear about that.
Which is kind of big. So that's probably why I'm off. I think that probably relates to that line moving towards Illinois. So it's not really a natural line move. I think I'm out, but I lean Illinois here, to be honest with you. I think Mizzou has been overperforming all season. I don't like them here.
Yeah, definitely not fading Illinois. The one thing that scares me is, yes, they have somebody coming back in RJ Melendez, but they also, Missouri was a very popular sharp spot underdog at home against Kansas and got blown out last week. Or I think it was like a week and a half ago. But now that that's happened, it scares me to fade Illinois. And I know they're not at home now, but similar situation. But I definitely lean Illinois to win this one.
Okay, so do I. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to cover, but I do think they win. But with that good news of Melendez coming back, I am out.
It's tough. It's definitely tough.
I'm out. I want to talk about one more game, and then I want to do the squad ride.
Okay.
I want to talk about Portland State against one of the worst fucking teams I've ever seen in college basketball, who has one of the best players on their team. Cal Baptist. Remember that Armstrong kid who's just an absolute bucket? That's it. That's all they got. And I've watched this team too many times, honestly, probably a weird amount. I initially liked them. I wanted them to be good. I've been a big Armstrong guy, gassing them up early on in the season. I'm so out on that team. I think they're poorly coached. And I think this Portland State team is very, very, very athletic. And I think they're going to give Cal Baptist some issues tonight. I like the line move. I thought the line was weirdly short, to be honest with you, and dropping down too. I mean, Cal Baptist did just play against Uber Eats drivers, a school that I don't even know what it was. But Portland State has lost 3 in a row, and they're not looking too hot, to be completely transparent with you. But I want to take Portland State here with the line move against an overrated, I wouldn't even say overrated, just a team with a good record that's not good. I guess that's the best way to put it. With one player, it's just not enough.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree. I don't know if I'll end up being on that one, but I certainly would not be going with Cal Baptist. I'm leaning the Portland State guys for sure.
Okay. Damn, you think we're going to get good Terrence Shannon today or bad Terrence Shannon?
You know, I think the thing that's decent about that is he's going to have plenty of chances. It's going to be an up and down game. He's going to have a lot more open looks. He's not going to have to create as much for himself because, God, the defense for Missouri is horrendous. So hopefully, if it's not him, it's Mayer, which they've been relying all too much on. But
Let's fucking go. Sorry, Javon. We got him. We got him. Boom.
God.
We got him. Yes. That is a good move for us. Why not? It's not like we're winning the World Series next year anyways. Might as well give him another shot, right? Change the scenery. No brainer, right? If he doesn't work out, who gives a hoot, you know?
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. Love it. I'm happy we did that. I wanted us to get Bellinger too. We didn't get him. Now it's got Derek Jeter. Let's fucking go. Yes. Come on.
Let's go. Go.
What do you got, a landline in your home?
No, it's like I don't even know what this is. It's like the court machine. Crazy court machine, bro.
Court machine? The fuck is that?
It's what happens when you play on the road, bro. I can't even shut it off. It's crazy. Just talk.
Let's see. That's home field advantages are real. Our guy Javon doesn't even know what that is or how to turn it off.
Yeah, I really cannot tell you. I was gonna say fax machine, but it's just not a fax.
Man.
It's just not a fax machine.
Sure. Fax machine. Okay.
But before we get on the squad ride, you know what we do on the board on Prize Picks.
What?
I know you hate to back this guy in any shape or form, but we have Jelly Walker at 4.5 threes. 4.5 threes against Charlotte today. And Charlotte, I think I've been seeing quite a bit of money on Charlotte.
Yeah, I know. I was looking to potentially take them because I always look to fade UAB, and I was like, I literally can't. Everyone's betting on Mia Khalifa Stepbro again.
Yeah. It's a little bit. And 66% of bets, 83% of money on Charlotte.
I'm hip. 4.5 threes. Jesus, dude.
4.5 threes.
Sure. Is his prop stop piss correct or no?
They might be leaving out a couple of games. I
need to go back and look.
I only see 2 in the month of December, which is probably not the case.
I don't see South Carolina on here.
Yeah, which I mean, it's not like he hasn't hit this many threes in however long. I mean, yeah, he had 5 in that game. Just them hanging a 4.5. Really, I mean, even hanging a 4 is a lot of respect for anybody. 4.5 is. I have to take it. I have to do it.
I agree. Okay. I can get behind that. There's some more dick butt states in CBB that I like that I'm going to be digging into this afternoon. So stay posted, guys. Okay. Never mind. Please disregard me, Ma. All right. It's time for the squad ride. Yep. Let's get after it, Javon. Let's get after it. Okay. Absolutely killing it. 28-14 in squad rides. 6 in a row. Job's not done. Job's not finished. Can't get complacent. Can't get cocky. We need winners. All right, chat. You guys ready? You guys want a squad ride? Let me know what you want to put in. Real quick before you do that, if you guys need to buy tickets, I got to go corp on the kids here real quick. If you guys got to go buy tickets anywhere for the holidays, I know you guys got a hell of time on your hands. All right. Use SeatGeek. All right. I got it up right here. Boom. I literally buy my tickets on here because the fees are fucking cheap as shit. Like I literally bought my fucking Peach Ball ticket right here. All right. Cheap as shit fees, W app, getting better every day, just like us. Okay. Download SeatGeek, promo code BOOKIT, $20 off. Even if you have the app SeatGeek, if you're a fucking supporter of this community, go into the settings thing, type in the promo code BOOKIT. And even if you use the app before, I'm pretty sure it still gives you $20 off. Little cheat code there. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
So put in the code in the app, support the boys. We don't charge for shit. Okay. Come on. All right. That's it. Now we need to get back to winners. All right.
We do.
Are we going to have a lot of hockey plays in this?
I mean, the Senators should go in there. I think.
Senators can go in.
I would 100% say put Stephen F. Austin in there if this game didn't start in an hour. But yeah, that'd be a little unofficial piece because that's probably my favorite on the college basketball board. I would like to put the Canucks in there. My only possible concern with that is I think it's going to be Spencer Martin against Grubauer. And if Grubauer, I don't think he's officially gotten announced, but if and when he does, that could probably be the reason for the move a little bit. I don't know if it was expected or whatever. but might be one to keep out and kind of unofficial
Okay.
one too.
Okay. Let's put in Air Force plus 3.5.
Okay.
Okay. Let's put in. You want to put in Calgary, or are you getting scared off that?
That's when I have to wait and see who's
Okay.
confirmed. That's a necessary one.
Okay.
Loyola.
We could put in Loyola Chicago. We could put in Portland State. Those are two plays I'm probably going to be on tonight. If you don't like both of them, pick one, and let's at least start with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with both of those going in.
Okay. Let's do Portland State plus 7.5. Let's do Loyola Chicago. What are they sitting at? 4.5?
5.5.
5.5. All right. Anything in the NFL tonight you want to put in?
No,
Okay.
not personally. I mean, if you feel strongly about the Jets, I guess.
No, that's okay. Thank you, though. What's your favorite prop? Didn't you say you like that?
Yeah, Christian Kirk.
Let's put the Kirk over prop in. I like that.
Okay, let's do that.
Over yards. You remember what it was
Yeah.
at?
I'm looking to find the number now.
Okay.
Where did it even go? 49.5.
Over 49.5 yards.
Yep.
Awesome. So we got Ottawa ML on the ice. We've got Air Force plus 3.5 on the gridiron. We got Portland State plus 7.5 and Loyola Chicago plus 5.5, two CBB late night pieces. And we got Kirk over 49.5, fading the Sauce Gardner narrative, fading the weather narrative. Christian Kirk's built different. Here we go. Vote, 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 go, go, go. Attack. Attack the poll. Go. Need to get our votes up. Surprised we're not all over the Flyers. Yeah, well, that starts in a minute here, doesn't it? Pretty sure?
Yeah.
Go vote, guys. We got a minute on here. Come on. I'm wearing all cap stuff, and I think I love Ottawa as my favorite play in any sport tonight. If that's not the most contrarian crabs thing you've ever heard, I don't know what is. Okay.
Back to back days, just fading the hell out of Virginia Tech, and then now you're just looking to fade the Caps. Crazy.
Money is green. Money is green. Okay. Just because I bet against my school doesn't mean I don't like my school. I love VT. Love VT. Recommend anybody to go there. Never met a single person who went to VT who didn't like it. But I'm gonna try to hit bets, and I'm gonna try to help you guys hit bets. And if that's taking Boston College plus 9.5 when they went outright, unfortunately, that's what we're taking. Go vote. Ottawa's winning the poll. That's what I voted for. Air Force in a close second. Go vote. We got to get these numbers up. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Everyone and their mom on Leafs puck line to start the day. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. King James, unless you saw my paychecks or you're my mother, I don't know why you're telling me what to do. I'm a grown-ass man. All right? It was always the Leafs under. Sure, Chelly.
Yeah, I like that one.
Sure. Sure. Do you dare take the Nerfy on ice, Javon?
I'm not the guy to ask about that one. Ask Chelly.
Chelly, let us know.
You're a little more tapped into those than I am.
Let us know. God, I'm so excited to hear Trent talk about this Twitter thing on stream. I'm so excited. Get your votes in. Last call. Last call. All right. Happy Thursday, chat. Obviously, hit some big bets yesterday. Let's move on to today. Let's keep smacking these squad rides. All right. You guys are making us coin. We appreciate you. I've said it before. I'll say it again. This is the sharpest community out there. Okay. Right here. Us. This 500, this 600, this whoever. Sharpest community out there. Okay. Let's keep winning. Let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. We'll catch you guys on Friday. All right. Good luck tonight with your bets.